This is Pat Lundvall from Donald Corrado. I'm here and previously checked in prior to the start of your 9 o'clock calendar. In addition, I've got Dan Aquino from my office that is here with me, and there are two client representatives from the city of North Las Vegas that are observing the hearing this morning. And Claudia Aguero is.
We're having issues with your audio. We're having issues with your audio.
Yes, Ms. Lundvall, some issues with the audio. I've got your co-counsel is Aquino. Can you give us the actual bar number?
Yeah, give me just a second and I'll give you that bar number. Mr. Aquino's bar number is 12682. Yeah, it's Claudia. Her last name is spelled Aguayo.
Okay, thank you.
And my second representative is Marissa Rodriguez.
Sophia Romero, bar number 12446, ACLU of Nevada for Petitioners.
Okay.
And I have with me also Christopher Peterson,
Okay.
bar number 13932. On behalf of Petitioners as well.
Ms. Romero, I wanted to ask just a procedural question. Are you in receipt of the answer and the 150-page appendix?
Yes, Your Honor, we are. We were actually going.
Respond?
I'm sorry?
I mean, I didn't have a chance to look at it. Did you want an opportunity to respond?
Well, Your Honor, we were actually going to leave it up to you. We've had a chance to look at it. We've drafted a reply. Obviously, under Rule or NRS 34, we need your permission to file a reply. We were thinking if the court would like to, we could get a reply on record by Thursday and then kick this hearing for a week. However, we actually are prepared to go forward. Nothing in their answer changes any of our arguments.
Okay, thanks very much. Ms. Lundvall, the answer was filed on Friday and did include a substantial appendix. So I read the answer, but the appendix is how many pages? It's a bunch of minutes and stuff. 151 pages. So I haven't read that. So if the ACLU wishes to file a responsive pleading, I'd be inclined to allow them to do so. Given the fact that we had a holiday weekend intervening here, and I know it was set on a relatively short period of time, but in order to have everything in front of the court, I was inclined to give them the additional time.
Your Honor, Pat Lundvall on behalf of the City of North Las Vegas, we're not adverse to allowing them to file a reply responding to our opposition. The principal reason that we had filed it, from a technical standpoint, our answer wasn't even due until today. But
Right.
What we tried to do was to give the court, as well as opposing counsel, sufficient advance notice of the arguments to be made today. But if the court's inclined to grant them a reply, then we're not adverse to that. There is one additional statute that we are going to bring to the court's attention that, while technically is found within our opposition brief, it is not specifically delineated. And so to the extent that I can share that then with counsel and with the court later this afternoon, so that there's a full opportunity then both for the court as well as the counsel then to include any responsive argument referencing that statute.
Right. As I said, I would be inclined, and it would be great if we could do this just in with a 1 week continuance. My problem is, you may have seen the administrative order that came out. What was it, like last Friday, week before Friday, indicating that we're sort of taking a bit of a pause with respect to in-person appearances, except for trials. I do have a couple of trials scheduled for next week. I don't know if they're going to go because the people are elderly and traveling from out of state, and so I don't know if they're going to still want to come. I'll know that tomorrow because we have I think we've got some. We'll inquire and see if they're going to actually be here. It's a bench trial, So if they're coming, that may interfere with my schedule next week. As I said, it's a bench trial, but the parties are, everybody's over 70 and everybody's traveling from out of state. So I just don't know right now if they're still going to want to go forward. So we'll put this next Tuesday at 9:30. If we have a problem and that case is going to go forward, we'll have to find another time. But for right now, let's plan on, I think, Mr. Romero, did you say you would have your opposition on file by your final reply brief when?
I mean,
because Ms. Lundvall has something additional she wishes to supplement the record with. So you might want to wait until she's got that in and then do your reply brief. So you would get your reply brief in with that additional information when?
So was the city planning on responding with that additional statute today?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
if they
yeah,
get the file by the end of the day today, then their supplemental answer, then you would be able to file your reply.
My initial thought was we could file a reply on Thursday. But if the court wants to continue, I mean, obviously, the more time to prepare, the better. But if the court wants to continue it to next Tuesday, we can definitely get it on file either Thursday or Friday, whichever is more convenient for the court.
Right. So yeah, if we can get it no later than Friday, and we'll put it on for 9:30 next Tuesday. If we may need to let you know because again, with all these they just don't want people in the building to the extent we can possibly keep people out of the building. And this particular trial is like day 10 of a bench trial. But as I said, we scheduled it before Omicron, and as I said, these are elderly folks traveling from out of state who may choose not to come after all. So if the trial goes, it may interfere with that hearing next week. If it doesn't, then we're good. Let's plan on 9:30 next week. Hopefully we can make it work either way. But I just don't know right now if I'm going to be needing to start that bench trial right at 10:30. So just what a warning. We're all kind of operating just sort of, we just have to adapt.
Understood, Your Honor.
I apologize if we have to continue that. But for right now, I'm hoping we can go forward next Tuesday at 9:30. Thank you very much. We'll see you
Your Honor, hold on. Before you leave, I'm looking at my own calendar. And there's a case in which that I have to attend the hearing in front of Judge Jones on January 25th at 9:30. It's a case in which that I've been involved in since 1998. It's been up and down to the Nevada Supreme Court about 5 times. It's been to the U.S. Supreme Court 3 times. And so it's not really something that I can ask somebody else in my office by which to, substitute in and handle it.
Well, again, with this problem about the trial. So just with a heads up about the trial, if the trial goes, it's going to be the same problem on Wednesday. We could look at 9 a.m. on Wednesday the 26th, but again, I've got this same problem. I just don't know if that bench trial is going to resume.
I just know for certain that I've got a conflict then on the 25th.
All right. So if everybody if we have a problem, and I'm not going to be able to do it on Wednesday the 26th because we're trying to get this trial done so that people are in the building as little as possible, and we're pushing to get that. It's a bench trial, so it should give us some flexibility with like start times and things like that. So fingers crossed that we can make it work. How does Wednesday the 26th at 9 a.m. look?
That works, Your Honor.
Ms. Romero, would that work for you guys? Wednesday the 26th, 9 a.m.
That would work for us, Your Honor. And in which case,
if you want to get your reply on Friday,
okay.
so that way it'll be fully briefed by Friday. And we'll have the hearing instead will be Wednesday morning. Just keep in mind that I do have this challenge with needing to start a bench trial that morning. And if we need that whole day so we can get these people back, I forget where they're from. Montana? They're coming from somewhere. Fingers crossed we can make this all work. we'll see you next week unless we let you know otherwise. Okay? Thanks very much.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Appreciate everybody's time. Bye-bye.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next week then. Okay, so now we move back to the ones that are actually going to be heard.